struggling, but it's time to go hunting. Let's pretend there's people up ahead and let's draw them in. I'm going all in! And welcome to week 3 of all in training towards the Wrexham Elite Marathon. But there's a plot twist. They may be changing the name and the location of the marathon, so it might become the Cheshire Elite Marathon because Wales have yet to agree to the event taking place, whereas in England the rules would allow a race of that nature to take place with a small field, and obviously COVID restrictions, so it might be in Cheshire, but that changes nothing. It still means I've got to get out, put the work in, get in shape, let them deal with all the organisation, let me deal with getting into marathon shape. It's Monday, I've just done 5 miles steady. I'm going to be honest here. Yesterday was my first rest day in about 7 weeks. I had a sore throat, wasn't feeling great, and was due a rest day anyway. My legs were feeling pretty battered and they needed freshening up. But today I just felt, I feel a lot better, so I wanted to get out. But I was just, what's the word? Like, not worried, but apprehensive, I guess, about getting out. I felt like, not that I'd lost fitness, but I just wouldn't have, it's difficult to explain. I'm sure lots of you have felt the same after a rest day or after a bit of an illness. You just feel like you're not going to run as well as normal and it's going to knock your confidence. So I wasn't struggling to get out the door. I knew I was going to get out on this run. I was just a bit worried that it was going to feel rubbish. And I felt really good, actually. Legs are still tired. I can't believe it. They just do not want to freshen up, but that's marathon training for you. But yeah, I clipped along and it was a decent run and it's 5 miles banked. And now I have to decide whether to do the big session tomorrow or Wednesday. So that's not great. Done 4 miles, but my ankle started hurting, so I've stopped. It's gone really stiff, so I don't know what that is. Hopefully it's nothing, but not taking any risks. Stopped as soon as I didn't feel it go. It just started hurting from nowhere. Annoying. Hopefully it's nothing. Maybe I won't be doing the session tomorrow. I'm not even sure now. I hate it when these sort of things happen. I've never actually had anything like this happen on my ankle, especially as I'm just running on a treadmill, not on the trails or anything. But I'll try and loosen it up with dinner. I'm not going to use dinner to loosen it up. I'm going to have dinner and then try and loosen it up. You know what I mean. But yeah, this is a nice bit of negativity to end the day. I'll see you tomorrow and I'll give you an update of what's happened, what's going on. So I said I'd share everything, so here it is. I was going to take a rest day today because of the ankle, but I've been walking on it all day, absolutely no issues. So I decided I'd go out and do my 4 mile loop. It felt good, I'll do it twice, 8 miles. Reduced volume day, not the session I wanted to do, but just to see how it was and hopefully do a session at some point this week. But I am exactly 17 minutes in, haven't felt it at all, clipping along at about 7 minutes per mile, thinking, yep, ankle's fine, don't know what that issue was. And suddenly again, out of nowhere, nothing, boom, I feel something. And I've stopped, and it's really strange. I don't know what it is. I've had pretty much every niggle under the sun, so I'm trying to think, have I had this before? And I don't know if I have. So it's on the outside of the ankle, and it's only when I apply pressure. Oh, I just don't know. But this is a nightmare. I was just getting into the swing of this marathon training, feeling really fit. I haven't even done a proper marathon session yet. I've done some base work, some decent sessions, and a time trial, and here I am. Not sure where I go from here, But I said I'd share it all, and we will see. I will either walk or jog, depending how the ankle feels, home, and see you tomorrow. Annoying, this is really annoying, but this is what a marathon block is. These are the things that happen, and these are the thoughts that go through my head that might go through your head. And I was going all in, so if this is the end of the journey, hopefully it's not, hopefully it's nothing, then it was worth it, because I really wanted to see that big sub 2:25 time. Anyway, let's get home and let's cry myself to sleep. So I've run home and the ankle felt fine again. So it's messing with my head. There's me trying to make decisions on the next steps, but the ankle didn't feel it again at all. It's definitely something's happening. Almost feels like it's locking up. And it's not excruciating pain, but I'm very aware when I do feel pain to listen. But in this case, I'm not sure what the next steps are. I guess I'll just run easy, and if it's painful, I'll stop. But I can't chance a big 20-mile session, which was the next session coming up. So just play it day by day, and hopefully we'll get a session in at some point. Welcome to the cave. The pain cave, as everyone seems to call it. I am on the bike, as you can probably tell. I've just done an FTP test. It's not an impressive score or anything, but I did turn myself inside out. Sorry, my eyes are wandering all over the place. Yeah, it's not an impressive score, but it's where I am at on the bike. Do very little on the bike. So I think my FTP came up as 203 watts. Did the test that you can do on Zwift. Whew, cycling's hard. Heart rate doesn't get as high, but I'm working really hard. My legs just feel like they're full of lead. Just don't have the right neuromuscular coordination and power and strength in my quads, etc. Anyway, the ankle, I think I know what it is. I've had it before. I've had a look back through the logs. I think it's the peroneal tendon. It's a little bit inflamed. Last time I just took it easy for a few days and it was fine. So I'm gonna let it die down. That's why I'm on the bike, and then get back to running. I don't think it's a big issue. It seems to happen when my calves get tight. My calves get tight, my soleus gets tight, and then sometimes it can, like, I don't know, pull on the peroneal tendon. I don't know if that's how you say it. Peroneal, I don't know. And cause a bit of inflammation as it rubs over the ankle. So anyway, I think that's what's happened. So I'm listening to my body. I'm on the bike, but I'm still working hard. Haven't been on the bike in ages, so I thought I'd just slam it with the FTP test, which is a few warm-up sprints and then 20 minutes all in. And yeah, it was fun, but I hated it as well. I'm interested, because it's mainly runners that watch this. Have you done an FTP test? What did you get? Get in the comments, let me know. I'm wondering if there's any translation of running fitness to cycling fitness, because I'm very fit at the moment, but didn't feel fit on the bike at all. So do you cycle as well? Do you spin? Do you use Zwift on the bike? I'm interested to hear from those that do a bit more cycling than me, your experience, your FTP, and any sessions that I can do on the bike or anything like that, which might be a bit of fun. Anyway, I'm gonna carry on my cool down, then I'm gonna have some breakfast and get on with my day. So I'm just getting a massage from Kelly, trying to get some of the tightness out of my calves and my feet, and hopefully that will help with the ankle. Harry's just woken up though, so it looks like the massage is over. Another interesting thing is I found a blog that I wrote years ago all about when I had when I had peroneal tendonitis, exactly what I did. I took 4 days off and it went away. So yeah, it was really interesting reading that through, because it's exactly the same symptoms that I've got now. So well done if you've got this far. I'm editing the vlog, and on Thursday things started to pick up. So it's not all negativity this week. I didn't, however, get any footage on the Thursday because I was in a bit of a rush, didn't have much time, but I did a little tempo. The ankle was feeling okay after the massage. and I wanted to test it with some intensity, but I couldn't just jump straight back into a 20-mile session. So instead, I did 5 miles. The first mile I did at 5:40 to see roughly how my ankle would feel at approximately marathon pace, and then I dropped it down into the 5:20s and pushed a little harder. And it responded really well. I didn't feel great, but the ankle felt good. Heart rate was slightly higher than I would have liked it, but that was not the reason that I was doing the run. The reason was to test the ankle. It felt good, it passed the test, which meant I could crack on with the rest of my week and try and build a bit more volume and a bit more intensity and salvage the week. So don't end the video yet, the good stuff's about to come. So the ankle's pulled up pretty nicely after yesterday's tempo. Just done 12 miles easy, trying to build the volume back up. Just kept it local around the 4 mile loop. And yeah, nothing really to report. Legs feel quite heavy. I think that's from the cycling FTP test. Absolutely battered my legs. I think it's because I'm using my legs in a way that I'm not used to. And yeah, I just rinsed myself on the bike. Although I'm not sure the power output was accurate. Maybe it was, but I was expecting a bit of a higher FTP. But maybe that's just a case of I'm not cycling fit, I'm running fit, but my legs just don't have that that power or the coordination to do well in FTP. But happy enough. With today's run, the FTP, by the way, was 2:03. I was expecting more like 2:50, but maybe that's just the optimist in me. But yeah, 7-minute miles done today, 12 miles, nice little run. Gonna go on the treadmill later. It's gonna be a big volume day and then a long run tomorrow. But really happy that I just nipped the niggle in the bud. Basically saying I rested, I got on the bike, I took it easy, and my ankle is feeling better already. So it just shows that sometimes when something doesn't feel right, just stop straight away. Just take that rest day and maybe it'll sort itself out. It is Friday evening. It is time for the treadmill. I realised, because I've just edited last week's vlog and put it up, I was a bit downbeat. And I wasn't even injured then. And I've had a bit of a niggle this week, but I'm feeling really good. I got the 12 miles done earlier. Gonna do maximum of 8 now to make it a higher volume day. Oh, I thought the old lady was watching me in the window. She's not. She does, but she's not. I wonder if she watches my vlogs, because she watches me. Weird. Anyway, what am I talking about? Anyway, the big session is tomorrow, the long run. Excited for it. Legs are tired, as they were last week, but it's marathon training. This is what it's all about. I'm so desperate and motivated and willing to work hard to run a good marathon in Wrexham or Cheshire, wherever it ends up being. And I'm willing to put the work in. So tomorrow is my first 24-mile run, and I can't wait. And it's going to be a good one. But first, it's YouTube, treadmill, grinding it out. Friday night, let's party. There we go. 8 miles down on the treadmill, nice and easy. I'm watching Stephen Scullion's new YouTube channel. You have to check it out. I'm not joking. It's really, really good. He's a 2:09 marathoner. He's training for the Olympic Games. He's just really raw and honest, and I think we'll all learn a lot from him. He's a great guy, so check out his channel. Make sure you subscribe. And I look forward to watching it when I'm doing my top-up runs on the treadmill. Oh, it's the long run. I'm excited for this. There's no pace in mind today. It's just see how the legs feel. If they want to go steady, great. If they want to just plod along, well, not so great, but that's what they'll do. I've had a bit of a drama-filled morning, so I was just about to get out to go for my run, and I'm getting all these messages saying, your Strava's been hacked, mate, you better sort that right out. So I had a look, and some Twarv says he's got a blog, and he wants to post it on my Strava. Twarv, fitness is the end, mate. You can't just steal and hack my Strava and take all my marathon fitness. So I've changed my password. Hopefully that's logged him out. I don't know. I was looking for like a log out all option and I couldn't find one. If there is one, let me know in the comments. But it might be too late. Twarv might have taken over the world. The Strava world, that is. 8 miles down on the treadmill, nice and easy. I'm watching Stephen Scullion's new YouTube channel. You have to check it out. I'm not joking. It's a 2:09 marathoner. He's a 2:09 marathoner. He's training for the Olympic Games. He's just really raw and honest, and I think we'll all learn a lot from him. But it might be too late. Twarv might have taken over the world. The Strava world, that is. Runners running behind me. Yeah, so today is 24 miles. Longest run of the block. I did 22 last week. I've done a 21, and today is 24. I like these long runs, these long runs, I should say, because they give me confidence. They have amazing physiological benefits, but also that mental side is huge. So hopefully 24 miles today, if everything goes to plan, and it'll almost like salvage the week, because I haven't really done a session. I did that small tempo, but that was almost like a test of the ankle. So today is a chance to put something down really decent in that bid to run my best ever marathon in Wrexham / Cheshire. I think I'm going to get started. I've got nothing else to say. Strip down. I'm going to not warm up. I'm just going to warm up in the first few miles, just see how my legs go. And then if they feel good, like I said, I'll kick on a little bit. And if not, I will just plod along, not even plod, run along to some good tunes. Oh, I had some bangers on the way here. Some songs I haven't listened to in ages. Metallica, Enter Sandman. Oh, what a tune. I'd love to be playing it now in the background for you, but copyright will do me. And then what was the next one I had? Disturbed. Oh, I don't know. You must know the song. Just a sec. I'm going to have to find out. It's not fair for me to tease you. Oh, Down With The Sickness. Down with the sickness. I shouldn't sing. Right, let's get running. A bit carried away first mile, 5:46. So the legs are feeling pretty good, and Garmin said I'm +5. So Garmin gives you a score of basically your condition. It judges your first 5 or 10 minutes. It gives you a score, and I only ever listen if it's a plus, because it's normally like -3. But today it's a +5, so let's see what I've got. Losing my sight, losing my mind. So 3 miles in, average pace 5:42, way too quick, but the heart rate's in a nice place, and the legs feel pretty decent. So I'm gonna roll with it for a bit, and just feel this run out, see what it's got. Maybe it's got a counter punch later. Maybe I can duck and dive. Boxing analogy, let's go! So Andy and Corey are out doing their long run as well. Well, you're about to see them. Well done, lads. They're looking smooth. 8 miles in, took a more 10 gel at 6. Finding my groove now. Effort feels comfortable, but I'm very aware that the legs are going to get tired later. And also it's a great practice to see if I see how the glycogen stores do. See how hard it gets towards the end, because this is a really long run. But right now it's just taking these miles off and setting up the work for later. 14 miles in, legs are starting to feel heavy already. This is going to be a battle for 10 miles. Took a caffeinated gel at 12. Heart rate's gone up quite a bit. Don't know if that's the caffeine or just the fact that my legs are feeling heavier. Trying to run at the same effort, but the pace is slipping. But what I just really want is that 24-mile banked. Not really caring about the pace. I want it to be honest, a good honest effort, but I really just want to bank that run, because I know the training effect will be absolutely huge, and the confidence too. Come on. 16 miles in, feeling a little bit more sprightly. I think the caffeine's kicked in. Legs are heavy, but I'm hanging on in there. I can see Andy up ahead. He's miles ahead of me. He started earlier, so he's nearly finished, but you can tell he's hanging in there as well. Corey's kicked on from him, so I don't know if Corey's kicked on or Andy's dropped off the pace, but if they can bank their runs, they're going to get huge training effect and they'll come back stronger. Well done, Andy, hang on in there. So Andy pulled off just before I caught him up. I don't know if he's done his run or if he's just going to call it short. But Corey's up ahead, he's powering on. So I'll ask him how many miles he's done. But great running by both. Sorry, I missed that a lot. Well done. Hang on in there, great running.
Is Andy okay?
I think so. I don't know if he's just going to do that shorter loop or I don't know.
Oh, right. Didn't see it behind me. That's like the pass.
Finish strong, mate. 20 miles in. Struggling. But it's time to go hunting. Let's pretend there's people up ahead and let's draw them in. Yep. That's a feeling I haven't had in a very long time. Ooh! Oh, my legs are cooked. I got chafing under my arms. Legs are just... I complain about my legs a lot, but it's only when you do these fast, long runs, where you really remember what the marathon's all about. And that is exactly it. 24 miles, 5:45 a mile, in the bank. These are the runs which you've got to just tick them off, and then just soak up that training effect. My legs hate me right now. I hate myself a little bit, and but I'll come back stronger. My legs will come back stronger, my head will come back stronger, my physiology, cardiovascular system will come back stronger. It's just some people don't do these sorts of runs because they take a lot out of you, but if I'm going to run 26 miles at 5:30, I better be able to run 24 at 5:45. I know there's the taper and fueling and all of that helps on race day, but I'm really happy with that. Took my third gel at 18 miles and got on the struggle bus and rode it all the way home. Happy, happy, happy. Now to get a recovery drink, maybe even two, treat myself. A bit delirious. I think there's no sugar in my head. My brain, the brain loves glucose. Long run banked. What was an awful start to the week has ended with an explosion of happiness, being the epic long run. Wait for it, let it scroll. 24 miles, 5:45, 2:18, lovely. VO2 max, not sure that was the training effect, but okay. 5 aerobic, that's fair enough. Recovery 72 hours, that's fine. VO2 max has dropped, okay. That, unproductive fitness down. I've just banked 24 miles at 5:45. Unproductive. Garmin, talk to me, write to me, email me, make a YouTube video. Tell me what I need to do to be productive if 24 miles at that pace is unproductive. You make me laugh, Garmin, you make me laugh. I love you, but you do wind me up. And there we go, finished the week with 7 miles, very easy. It's Sunday evening. So I've been working all day, but I wanted to get out and get a recovery run done. And that was 8 minute per miling, I think. Heart rate was very low. I was listening to a really, really interesting podcast, all about sleep. Fascinating stuff. Some of it I knew, some of it I didn't. I would recommend it. So it's called the Science of Sport podcast, and it's just unbelievable. I've listened to loads of the episodes, but the sleep episode is brilliant. So I recommend that. I'm going to go and get some sleep. Well, not yet. I'm going to have dinner first. My sign-off's meant to be like, I'm off to get a coffee, but I'm not. So I'm going to have to change my sign-off. But I hope you enjoyed this week. 70 miles in total, I think, which is a bit down on what I wanted, but I listened to my body, I listened to my ankle, and I got some solid work done on the long run yesterday. So I'm really happy with that. Seems to be recovering okay. And next week I've got some more big sessions, and hopefully there'll be a bit less drama and a bit more action. So I'll see you next week.